Hello, my name is Spencer Wingate and I attended the inaugural TPG Sports Career Conference in 2012. Through the invaluable learning experiences and networking opportunities offered to me at the event, I was able to acquire a position with ASM Sports. The entire event was extremely well organized by TPG President Pete Philo and the rest of his staff. They had arranged for a variety of professional sports teams such as the Atlanta Hawks, Utah Jazz, Charlotte Bobcats. They branched out to the NFL with the Carolina Panthers. Colleges spoke, minor league teams such as the Hickory Crawdads, a Texas Rangers affiliate. The ACC commissioner spoke, and organizations such as Joe Gibbs Racing and ESPN were there to present. And all these speakers were arranged on various panels according to their profession. There was a panel for human resources, a panel for sales and marketing, a panel for event management, a panel for broadcasting, and probably the one that was most appealing to me was basketball operations. In signing up for the event, that was the panel I really looked forward to hearing speak. But at the conclusion, I was really enjoyed each panel speak. They all offered valuable insight, but I still kind of came away thinking basketball operations was the career I really hoped to embark on. One of the speakers on the basketball operations panel was a sports agent, Justin Zanuck of ASM Sports. I really had, not much knowledge of the industry prior to that. Everybody, you see a little bit here in the news. You watch Jerry Maguire, kind of feel like you have somewhat of an understanding of what they do. But I really didn't understand until I listened to Justin speak a little bit about it. It really kind of sounded a lot more like a service industry and not quite as glamorized as we're come to believe. Following the event, I made sure to introduce myself to Justin at the meet and greet with the various companies, as I really wanted to hear more what he had to say about what he does on a day-to-day basis. There was a group of us attendees that stood around him, listened to him speak about such things as the players he represents. He got into more in-depth things such as how he goes about acquiring new clients, and just really everything he said was intriguing to me. I made sure to acquire Justin's information. And I was hoping of establishing a relationship with him and leading maybe a position or just some other avenue into the industry later on down the line. Unfortunately, Justin said they didn't have anything available with his company at the time, and you'd kind of be hard-pressed to find a position with the company as it was such a small number of openings within the company. You have your sports agent that maybe has in a couple assistants, but really not a lot of opportunities for internships or really a large number of positions available. Nevertheless, I felt like it was an invaluable contact I made throughout the conference. Shortly thereafter, I acquired a public relations internship with Atlanta Sports and Entertainment. Public relations wasn't really what I wanted to do, but I felt like it was an avenue into the sports industry, so I felt like it would be a worthwhile experience and I could definitely take something from it. Following the completion of the internship, the company didn't have anything available at the moment. They said maybe in January they would have something arising in the entry-level sector, but this was just about August, so I wasn't really sure what I was going to do next. I knew best case scenario I'd get brought on with them in January, but I still had a couple months until then. I had remembered ASM had an office out here in Atlanta, Georgia, so I reached out to Justin and asked if he could put me in touch with his colleague. I was lucky enough that he forwarded my information on to Andrew Vi, who heads the Atlanta office of ASM Sports. And then perfect timing for me, Andrew was in need of an assistant. So through the connections I had made at the TPG Sports Career Conference, I was able to get a position with ASM Sports that I feel I'm currently thriving at. And that's really one of the themes that resonated throughout the conference, the importance of networking. It's not just about networking, it's about making these relationships and then expanding on them. After meeting Justin, I made sure to send him an email thanking for his time speaking and really hoping to maintain communication with him moving on in the future. But it wasn't just for me about meeting people within the basketball operations industry. Yes, that's what I had set out to seek a career on and what I hope to find a career moving forward doing. But it was also important to speak with these other people and hear their insight into the industry. Just because somebody works in sales doesn't mean they don't know anybody in the basketball operations industry. So that's really a lesson I learned throughout the conference, was just expanding your network, expanding relationships, because it really is all about relationships. You just need to meet as many people as you can, converse with as many people as you can, and you can't be shy about it. They're all there to help you. They all want to hear your story, hear what you're interested in, and then they're going to be happy to let you know how they got into the industry. Everyone that TPG had arranged to speak was incredibly helpful, and maybe they were in ticket sales, something I don't really have a desire to do, but they still had something valuable I could take from them, something important that they offered. And another benefit that I didn't realize until I heard the speakers actually say it is you're surrounded with a group of like-minded professionals who are seeking to embark in sports. It's important to speak with them too, because you don't know where they may be in 5 years. You really have no idea. It's just important to, like I said, over and over, and they've stressed at the conference, was just expanding your relationships. And then you also get an idea for how incredibly competitive and difficult it is to break into the sports industry. All of these people had difficult paths, all the speakers I'm referring to there, had difficult paths to break into the industry. And you learn that it's even harder now. It's just, you can't just submit a job application online and think you're going to get hired. You need to really explore every avenue possible to really make yourself stand out. For me, it wasn't about going on to ASM Sports and submitting a website. The opportunity for this position never arose like that. It was through my relationship that I had, was offered the opportunity at this position. And without the TPG Sports Career Conference, I never would have had this relationship. So it's really about working hard, being persistent, being proactive. You really have to put yourself out there and really have to, be a go-getter. You can't just kind of sit back and wait for something to happen. Everybody wants to work in sports. It's their dream profession. But through the Sports Career Conference, you'll really get an understanding for what it truly takes to go out there and actually acquire a position. And then not just will you get the right mindset following the career conference, you'll also have made the right relationships and be expanding on your network, which is just indispensable to move forward and find a position that you desire. Embark on your dream career. The TPG Sports Career Conference has allowed me to do this, and I can think of no better place for you to get started expanding your network and building on the skills to embark on your dream career.